Hello, dear students of class 5. As we have completed the previous chapter, which is very interesting, the digging of treasure, and today again we are going to start a new chapter that is also a story, and the title for the story is Why the Snail is So Slow by Santini Govindan. And for that, that is the chapter 9, and you can refer on page number, that is 75. And the topic is why the snail is so slow, and the writer is Santini Govindan. By knowing the name itself, we can make out that she is an Indian writer. Let us know about the author. Okay, Santini Govindan is a widely published, award-winning author of children's literature in English, and she has written around 40, more than 40 books for the children, including poetry, pictures book, and short stories for the children of all the ages. And in July 2001, she was the first Indian writer to be invited to attend the annual Highlights Production Writers Workshop held at New York in United States. So this is all about her and about the story, as you can make out why the snail is so slow. Here the title itself is it's demanding to the readers to know. Okay, it's demanding to the readers to know the consequences towards the end of the story. Okay, whether the snail was good or bad, or what was the reason that made the snail slow. So let us, without delay, okay, without wasting time, let us start today's chapter. Why the snail is so slow. Okay, let's begin the story. Long ago, when Mother Earth was young and animals looked quite different from the way they are now. Okay, the snail was quite different too. So it was about a long time back when the earth was young, as it has been mentioned. Okay, so it was something it was too young, too old, in the old days back. Okay, where the earth was too young, and whatever the animals, the wild or maybe a domestic animals, what we see today, they were quite different. And among it, as the story is in and around about the snail, so snail was also something different. What was the difference? Let us find out. He was long, slim creature with a very light and soft brown body and a tiny little curly tail. So the snail was long, slim, and was very light, okay, and had a very soft brown body along with a tiny little curly tail. He slithered along the ground at lightning speed, stretching and arcing his back high. So here, slithered. The meaning for the slithered is to move smoothly over a surface with twisting motion. Okay, and here it is not only added slithered along. Here it is been said that slithered along the ground at lightning speed. That means the movement of the snail was very speed. But as when we compare, if you see the movement of snail, it's very slow. So, but before, the movement of the snail was very fast, and it is compared here. It has a lightning speed, stretching up and arcing. The movement was not in the olden days also. The snail, it had to slither or to. The movement was like also arcing with the movement was arcing, as you have seen the movement of caterpillar, no? the arcing movement. So he was one of the fastest creature in the animal kingdom. So we came to know that in that time the snail was the fastest animal in the animal kingdom. But what happened? Can we say that snail is the fastest animal or animal in this and present animal kingdom? You may be joking, right? Okay, rapidly gliding snakes, hawk-eyed owls, and even leaping frogs found it difficult to catch the snail as he jibbed across the ground on his smooth belly. Even the snakes, even the owls, even the frogs, they all failed in the race with snail. He liked to challenge all other small creatures of his neighborhood to run a race. So as he used to win every time, so he used to challenge everyone to have a race with him. And how proud he was when he came out the victor. So every time he used to be first. So he used to feel very proud. This victorious soon changed the snail's attitude, and his pride in his speed and prowess changed to conceit. Prowess is something that is an ability or a quality. Okay, and conceit here, the meaning of the prowess is being an expert in particular activity. Is something you have an ability. And conceit is a lot of self-pride, because he used to be the winner every time. So that made him his ability become a pride, and he was very proud. So he has the ability to run. His prowess is to run. He used to run very fast, but his prowess has become a conceit. He was rude and extremely scornful of his neighbors. The scornful means feeling of hate towards someone or something. Yes, now he was not only very proud of what he is, but he has become very rude. He used to deal very rudely with his colleagues, okay? And he used to what? He used to hate everyone. He was very scornful of his neighbors, especially when it was house hunting time, and all the creatures were looking for the comfortable homes for themselves. So it was a time when all the creatures were looking for house. They were seeking for new house, but that was the very time everybody came to know that he was very much scornful, very much rude type of animal. So let us find out what happens next. The fat toad. The fat toad was the first to find a nice place of his own. So among the creature, the first name is given here is the toad. It's a toad, and that toad was the first one to find the place. It was safe, cool, muddy under the large rock, and he settled into it contentedly with a satisfied croak. And he was the fat toad was very much content, very happy to have the place what he had found and where he was living. "Come and see my house," he called out proudly to the snail. He was very happy, and not only that, he was very proud to get that place. So he welcomed the snail. The snail hurried to the spot. So snail also, when the invitation was given by the toad to the snail, so snail just visited that spot. The happy toad gave him a warm welcome, and the snail looked around. He said hospitably, "You can also move in here with me if you like. There's a plenty of room, and I am looking for a roommate too." So the The toad was very much, welcoming. Okay, he welcomed the toad. The toad welcomed the snail. That you are most welcome in my house, and he was also looking for the roommate, and you are most welcome to stay with him. When the toad welcomed to the snail, what was the reply? Let us find out. Ugh, said the snail rudely. So the quality, rudeness was always there. Ugh, the snail said rudely. What a terrible place this is. I wouldn't dream of moving in with you. A superior creature like me needs a superior place too. So saying, he dashed away. So instead of thanking and being grateful to the toad, what the snail said, what a disgusting place, and where you are living, it's such a disgusting, and that place is not worth for me as a superior person. Why he is superior? You know that he was very fastest animal in the animal kingdom. Because of that quality, he thinks that he is a superior, and for the this one creature needs a superior place, something best, something superior person deserves something good than what it is. That way he insults the place of the toad, and he runs, or he goes away, he turns back, and he just dashed away from that place. He soon passed beneath a large tree. So next spot is a large tree, and he looked up. He saw that it was bustling with an activity. So there were so many creatures living there. Let us find out. Okay. So first, you have to remember the first animal that the snail has encountered is toad. Okay, toad. And the next place that is, let us see, a large squirrel with a bushy tail, which had made a snark home in a deep hole in the tree's trunk, peeped out at him. So here the snark means a comfortable and warm home in a deep hole in the tree's trunk. The squirrel made a home in the tree. Comfortable, where is snark home? In a deep hole in the tree's trunk, and the squirrel peeped out from the hole. A pair of pigeons were busy building a nest on one of the higher branches of the tree. A little black mouse had burrowed into a little hole near the roots of the tree, and the snail could see. So these are the things that he encountered, or he have noticed till now. Okay, so here burrowed to get means to get into a hole or in a tunnel by digging. Burrow, rabbits burrow. You know it's a hole. So first, when he saw the second spot was the tree, and in the tree, who were living? It was the first was the squirrel who made a snark home, and the hole who made a deep hole in the trunk of in a tree trunk. The second was a pair of pigeons who were busy building a nest, and the third one was the mouse who made a hole into the little near the root of the tree, and the snail could see lots of earthworm and spiders who were also living on the trees. So this is all what he had noticed in the tree. So it was a lovely place to live, quiet, peacefully and shady, but the snail shook his head and decided that it was not the home for him. So he planned. It was where it is always it brings a satisfaction. No, the description is saying that it was a lovely place to live, quiet, peaceful and shady, but still this arrogant snail doesn't want to stay there. So let us find out what is going to be the next. So the snail decided that it was not the home for him because he thinks he's a superior and he deserves something better. Let's find out. Many others are living there too, he murmured and I don't want that. I want a place all to all to myself. I'm after all the fastest creature around. So by whatever he has stated now, we can make out that he liked the place. Okay, the snail liked the place, but doesn't want to be in and around with the companion. He wanted something, a home where he can live, and doesn't want to share with anyone. So this is till here we're going to do for today. So when we continue in the next video, I think a reader can make out that, and it's a question, no, whether the snail is going to get a new home, or else he is going to share the new home with his companion or with his colleagues, or something else. For the further detail, okay, the other part of the story we will do in the next video. So till then, take care and thank you.